So our story begins in New Spain, and at the time Central America was a colony of Spain. And after a while, when Napoleon finally invaded Spain, they saw the other colonies in South America declaring independence. So then they decided to declare independence in 1821. And the newly found countries were Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and small parts of modern Mexico. Speaking of Mexico, Central America became a country. Most other countries were annexed by the first Mexican Empire. Then from 1838 to 1840, they descended into civil war, the conservatives on one side, the liberals on the other side. After this, most of the countries seceded. And if you're wondering why they broke up into different countries, it is because of a series of events that happened. But most of it is how different each of them are. When you start a federation, it is pretty complicated because no matter what you do, you're bound to get somebody mad. And if you bring up the United States and how they are a federation and they're doing pretty well, and you're right, but it took a lot to accomplish. Plus, we still had a civil war. And the thing about Central America is that they fought a bloody war with the Spanish, and then the Spanish forced a bunch of people groups in different places into a small area, which caused another problem. But anyways, they got annexed by Mexico after the bloody war with Spain. Well, here we go. As soon as they declared independence, there were major revolts in cities like San Salvador, Cumayaga, León, and León. So then the people in the capital in Guatemala City requested for annexation from Mexico. Because when they declared independence from the Spanish, they did not want to deal with like all these revolts and stuff. So they were like, why not just give it to the Mexicans? So since it was free land, the Mexicans said yes, and they annexed all of Central America, and they became part of the first Mexican Empire. But because of the Mexicans' laws, they were put in place in Central America, like for example, abolishing slavery and other reforms. But Costa Rica was not part of them. Then Mexico got into a revolution and Mexico became a republic. And since they became a republic, the Central American states declared their independence, which was the least of the problems for the Mexicans at the time. And then they went off on their own. Then they reunited in a federation and they dissolved. I could go into more detail, but what is the fun in that? If you want, you can look this shit up on Wikipedia. It's more interesting than I make it seem to be. But anyways, this will be all for this video. I hope that you really enjoy it. Bye.